John, you regularly rail against social media
Yeah.
platforms and Meta and whatnot.
Yes.
So, what do you think of Surgeon General Murthy's proposal here?
He's an idiot, but this is this is when you need a home run in the ninth inning and you lay down a bunt. This is exactly what this is. This is that. I get it. I get it. Like, yes, do we need warnings? Absolutely. Why don't you try to regulate them like you do TV and radio, stupid? Like, start there.
Yeah.
Then you could put a warning. The warning is the Band-Aid to the problem.
Yep.
That's all it is. They're just putting a Band-Aid over the problem. They're not fixing anything. Hold them accountable for the bullshit.
Yeah.
And guess what? Anxiety will disappear in children because they won't want to be on it, because they won't allow these things that they can just get away with because they're not held accountable by anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree, John. I think probably just thinking about this entire ordeal with social media, it is a definite issue in our country today. No question about it. And especially when it's in front of teenagers that don't have, and this is not meant as a slight towards them, but don't have the wisdom and the insight to really kind of handle negative feedback on things. Let's just put it that way. I'll put it mildly. Negative
And
feedback.
adult situations.
In adult situations, right? Exactly. Heck, even people that we know don't know how to handle.
Oh, dude, I'll give you a list, and we can put them right on the screen if you would like to.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like I've even had to scold people on Facebook a couple of different times talking, like, when it comes to politics, it's like, you guys should know better. You're 60 to you're only like 60 or 70 and you're whining and moaning and complaining. I'm like, you should stop doing this. It's like, I don't know what you're attempting to try and do. Letting out your emotions isn't necessarily a good thing.
No, it is not.
When it comes to that, especially negative ones. It just shows that you're more of a fool than you are really trying to be productive. That being said, once again, I keep going back to this administrative state issue, guys. Where are the parents? Where are the parents that set the ground rules and say, you are not going to have a phone until I tell you? And if you are going to get a phone, you're only going to text me. You're definitely not for sure downloading Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, X, or whatever you call that, Instagram, Snapchat, none of that is on your phone. I don't care if you even ask to beg me for it. You're not getting it.
Matt's
period.
kids will have no friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would rather have them
Go
have
sit in
friends.
that corner.
Well, no, it's like I would rather have them make friends in, person
Outside.
as
Yeah,
opposed
outside.
to just like making friends on Facebook.
I don't think that's really. I don't think the problem is making friends on Facebook. The problem I'm seeing, just because I have children, kids, friends you make out in school and sports and stuff like that. They don't communicate by calling each other on the phone or even texting. They communicate via these social media channels, like Snapchat or what's the other one I'm thinking? WhatsApp.
Oh yeah,
Discord.
WhatsApp. Yeah, Discord.
Things like that. They're not communicating with each other. So it's. I get where you're coming from. I understand, the need, because I've been there.
Oh yeah.
But then you're
isolating your kid.
You're totally, that's what you're doing. But that's by design, and that's the point of the TV and radio have always been governed by the administrative state. And still to this day, social media seems to skirt it. And it doesn't make any sense. They don't allow things on TV that you can see on YouTube.